Could be a sadist, could be a fascist, though most fascists were believers. Could be a Stalinist. It doesn't guarantee anything. However, there is a very rich music and literature and philosophy. There's the beauty of science, the wonder of nature and the natural world, the extraordinary investigations that we're now able to make into our own nature by decoding our own DNA and the double helix that is at the core of it. Or, if you prefer, to look into the heavens and see what's really happening as opposed to the mythical nonsense that we've been told comes from the ethereal regions.
Before we finish up, I want to talk about where you finish up in the book, and that's calling for a new enlightenment. I really see your book as offering affirmative alternatives to religion. It's not just tearing it down. Your previous comment just now is on that point. But do you think that the general public gets that that's one of the thrusts of your book? It's entitled God is Not Great. It doesn't seem to be offering, on the face of it, an alternative to religion. It's just kind of poking at religion.
Well, I'd have to accept that criticism, I think. But I do say that we who have kept alive and tried to pass on the beautiful and witty and intelligent teachings of and findings of and writings of Lucretius and Spinoza and Jefferson and Paine and Hume and Einstein can look anybody in the eye and say that we have a better offer for the life of the mind and for the emotions than any religion can possibly hope to propose.
Do you think that we have to revise any of the Enlightenment project? Maybe the faith in the perfectibility of man, or maybe the optimism that Enlightenment thinkers have in the power of reason to fix all our problems. You conclude the book by calling for a new Enlightenment. So the old Enlightenment is not good enough.
Well, you know what? I'll make you a confession. I don't manage to propose anything that's very new. The old Enlightenment is good enough for me, or its heirs and descendants. There's plenty still to study in what Einstein wrote or what Hume said. I don't think we're likely to improve upon it. As for perfectibility, I don't think there's any need at all to replace religion's promises of that sort. Religion is utopianism. I don't think the materialism need be utopian at all.
But even Enlightenment philosophers like Diderot had a certain kind of utopianism when they said, I don't live for heaven, but I live for my posterity. I'm making the world a better place. That's something I can sink my teeth into. I can live for. You go over there, you live for heaven.
Yes, but a religious person can say that they're trying to make the world a better place too. And some of them are, in fact, motivated to do that. So this only replaces the old argument in a different form.
So last question. All this talk about being positive, not just attacking religion, but you offered the Enlightenment as a viable alternative. Why don't you end by telling me your favorite religious joke on a positive note here?
Well, my mind empties, of course. I know a lot of good religious or anti-religious jokes, but I think I'll just have to say that religion is funny enough on its own. It's a joke in itself.
Thank you very much for joining me on Point of Inquiry, Christopher Hitchens.
No, my honor.